Welcome to Spelling List Week 9, Level B. Please set up your paper with your name and date in the upper right-hand corner. There are 20 words this week. Many of our words this week have double letters. When we divide syllables, we usually divide the syllables between the two consonants. Most of the words that we spell, when we think to spell them, we will hear both consonants, but usually in speech, you only hear it as one. Number 1, better. The more we read, the better we spell. Better. We say better, we think to spell. First syllable, b, e, t. Second syllable, t, as in her. Spell better out loud. B-E-T-T-E-R, better. Please write and mark better in your notebook. Number 2, matter. Does it really matter who goes first? We say matter or matter, depends on how much you emphasize the t sound, but we think to spell m-a-t, t-er. Like I said, we hear both of those t's when we think to spell. Spell out loud with me. Matter, M-A-T-T-E-R, matter. Please write and mark matter in your notebook. Number 3, gotten. I have gotten 4 books from the library. Gotten. We say gotten, we think to spell 2 syllables. G, a, t, t, e, n. Spell gotten out loud. G-O-T-T-E-N. Gotten. Please write and mark gotten in your notebook. Number 4, dinner. I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Two syllables. We think to spell d, I, n, er. The is in her. Spell out loud with me. Dinner, D-I-N-N-E-R, dinner. Please write and mark dinner in your notebook. Number 5, summer. Temperatures rise as spring becomes summer. 2 syllables. We think to spell s, m, as in her. Spell out loud with me. Summer, S-U-M-M-E-R, summer. Please write and mark summer in your notebook. Number 6, sudden. The unexpected noise was sudden and abrupt. 2 syllables. Think to spell s, d, d, e, n. Spell out loud with me. Sudden, S-U-D-D-E-N, sudden. Please write and mark sudden in your notebook. Number 7, happen. We waited to see what would happen next. 2 syllables. Think to spell a, p, p, e, n. Happen. Please spell out loud with me. Happen, H-A-P-P-E-N, happen. Please write and mark happen in your notebook. Number 8, happened, the past tense of to happen. Strange things happened at the old house. Typically, we add the past tense ending to make something past tense, and that ending is ed. Ed says 3 sounds: ed, d, t. In this word, it's saying its second sound does not add an extra syllable. Spell out loud with me. Happened. H-A-P-P-E-N-E-D. Happened. Please write and mark happened in your notebook. Number 9. Suppose. I suppose I will have time if I start early. Suppose. 2 syllables. Think to spell. S, p, p, o, z. S, p. Spell suppose out loud. S-U-P-P-O-S-E. Suppose. S is saying its second sound, and the E is making the O say O. Please write and mark suppose in your notebook. Number 10. Supposed to. Supposed to. Whenever we use the word suppose, it is followed by an infinitive to something. I am supposed to. She was supposed to. So because of that, we're going to, when we spell supposed, we're going to also add the to remind ourselves to use it that way in speech. So we're going to add that. We're going to add that past tense ending. And we have the ease dropping rule. Spell supposed to out loud. S-U-P-P-O-S-E-D-T-O. Supposed to. Please write and mark supposed to in your notebook. Number 11. Bottom. The anchor sank to the bottom of the sea. 2 syllables. Think to spell. B, A, T, T, A, M. Spell out loud with me. B-O-T-T-O-M. Bottom. Please write bottom in your notebook. Number 12. Breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal you eat each day. Breakfast comes from a phrase to break the fast after a night. So we say breakfast, but we can think to spell break fast, just like the word break. Two syllables. B, R, E, or A, depending on how you want to think to spell it. K, B, R, E, K, B, R, A, K, F, A, st. So what's the phonogram that can say E or A? E, A. Spell out loud with me. Breakfast. B-R-E-A-K-F-A-S-T. Breakfast. The rest of the words this week are homophones. 13 and 14 are break, just like we were talking about for break fast, to break the fast. So number 13, break. I will take a lunch break at noon. B-R-A-K. One syllable. EA is saying its third sound. Spell out loud with me. Break, as in to rest. B-R-E-A-K. Break. Please write and mark break in your notebook. The other kind of break is to slow down, as in cars cannot move with the parking brake on. One syllable. Think to spell. B-R-A-K. This one uses the silent E. Spell out loud with me. Break. B-R-A-K-E. Break. Please write and mark break in your notebook. Mark break and break together to show that they are homophones. 15 and 16. Grate. The first grate are metal bars used as a cover, as in a metal grate kept debris out of the drain. Grate. One syllable. Think to spell this with a silent E. G-R-A-T. Spell grate as in the metal grate. G-R-A-T-E. Grate. Number 16, great as in large in size or importance. The great earthquake destroyed the house. Great. This uses the third sound of E-A. Spell out loud with me. Great, as in of high importance. G-R-E-A-T. Great. Please write and mark great in your notebook and brackets them like this. 17 and 18. Stake. The first kind of stake is something that you put in the ground. The stake in the ground was a wooden spike. Stake. This uses the silent E. One syllable, think to spell. S-T-A-K. Spell out loud with me. Steak. S-T-A-K-E. Steak. Please write and mark steak in your notebook. The other kind, of course, is the yummy kind. A slice of meat. Fish and flank and sirloin are types of beef steak. And this uses third sound, E-A. Think to spell. S-T-A-K. Spell out loud with me. Steak as in the type that you eat. S-T-E-A-K. Steak. Make sure you write, mark, and bracket those words in your notebook. The last two are actually not homophones, but are often misspelled with each other. The first word is quiet. Be quiet during the test, please, and do not talk. 2 syllables. Think to spell Q-I-E-T. Spell out loud with me. Quiet. Q-U-I-E-T. Quiet. Please write and mark the word quiet in your notebook. You will not have as much trouble spelling these words if we're really careful to say quiet with 2 syllables. The word it is often mistaken with in spelling is quite. So you can see that only has 1 syllable. Most basketball players are quite tall. One syllable, think to spell qu, I, t. Spell quite out loud. Q-U-I-T-E, quite. In this word, the I is saying I because of the silent E. In quiet, the I is saying I because it's at the end of a syllable. And that's the end of week 9B. See you next time.